Yeah. Hey, how y'all doing? We are Asian-less today. Asian had to wake. You know how they about their money. Got to get that Asian money.
That's
You
all.
know, how it be. But today we is going to discuss this Texas legislature issue with the abandoning of their posts down there, and Democrats seemingly don't want to have to deal with issues. The statement made by Mr. Greg Abbott's office said this: Greg Abbott today ordered the arrest of delinquent Texas House Democrats. Texas House Democrats abandoned their duties to Texans by fleeing the state. Texas House Democrats are holding hostage critical legislations to aid flood victims and advance property tax relief. There are consequences for dereliction of duty. Speaker Dustin Burrows has just issued a call to the Texas House and issued warrants to compel members to return to the chamber to ensure compliance. I ordered the Texas Department of Public Safety to locate, arrest, and return to the House chamber any member who has abandoned their duty to Texans. This order will remain in effect until all missing Democrat House members are accounted for and brought to the Texas Capitol. That was on the 4th.
Now, it doesn't it have something to do with redistricting?
That's part of the vote too. Yes.
Oh, so we know why they left. They know they're about to lose some seats.
Yeah. Let me find an article about that too. Because the problem is they've done this before, and not just in Texas. This has been happening everywhere that the Democrats have been losing ground. They leave. And when they're there, they are happy to come vote, especially if they gain ground. And this part of it is that there was a large influx of migrant and people who left blue states to go to Texas. The problem is they're not in a situation where they can vote yet, so they're not being counted as part of the redistricting, and that's the problem that Democrats are having. They don't like the fact that they're not going to be winning this particular thing. They're hoping to purpleize or even make blue Texas. If they will manage to make Texas blue, they would have an absolute stronghold in many things when it comes to voting for the federal side of things, including the presidency. And that is a plan of theirs for sure. So here's what it says here. The Texas House Democrats have fled the state to block Republicans from redrawing congressional districts in a bid to flip the 5 U.S. seats held by Democrats. Their departure deprives the Texas legislature lower chamber from the number of members needed to pass legislation and leaves the current special legislative session in limbo. So what this really is, instead of all they had to do was just vote no. I don't see what your running away has to do with anything. Just stand your ground there. Leaving it in limbo is a time-consuming thing, and that's what they're trying to do, is to push time forward. Their whole goal is a matter of trying to win by default.
But while they're pushing time, is also affecting their constituents, because they're holding out on all these other things that have to get voted for. So they're more afraid of losing seats. That just goes to show you that they care more about power and holding their position than they do about the people they're supposed to represent.
But have they actually ever cared about the people who represent them? Let's just be honest.
No.
Even to the blue states, they have a certain thing that they say they're going to do, and they never do it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't recall one time where they've actually fulfilled any of their duties that they say they have. I've never seen that.
No.
But our boy weighed in on this, Mr. Trump.
The FBI get involved?
Well, they may have to. No, I know they want him back. Not only the attorney general, the governor wants him back. If you look, I mean, the governor of Texas is demanding they come back. So a lot of people are demanding they come back. You can't just sit it out. You have to go back. You have to fight it out. That's what elections are all about.
I would think that would be a logical. I don't understand. Like, okay, I find it extremely childish. All right, like extremely childish that your reaction, the best thing you can think to do, is run.
Yeah, and they run and make a mockery of it too. You know, they're running and they're doing these little videos like they're on a plane, and it's almost like they're spitting in the face of everyone. Like, look, ha ha ha, you can't catch me. You know what I mean? It's so childish, and a lot of it's just grandstanding. You know what I mean? They're just trying to show how defiant they are, and it's not going to work out in their favor, thanks to the governor of that state.
What I wouldn't pay to see some of them manhandled by the police. I swear, I hope they resist. I really do. I hope y'all grandstand to the point where you have to resist and you have to get ragdolled. I'm not praying that you get hurt, but I hope you get embarrassed by getting just jacked out your seat and just chucked and taken to where you got to get to. So you look like a child, like how you in school when the bully's on the playground and the teacher comes and just grabs him by the collar and just lifts him and takes him to the. That's what I hope happens to you.
And you grab Jasmine Crockett, one of her eyelashes start fly out sideways, wigs tilted to the side, like what's that other chick? That old chick's name?
Oh,
Maxine Waters. Her wig turns to the side with an eyelash hanging down here, and they got her on camera. She's looking crazy. That'd be hilarious. Her eyes are all out here.
On them, and you
I'm a congresswoman. I demand. Shut up.
Looking like the DEI crypt keeper. Shut up, woman. Oh, yeah, it is 500 a day, and it shouldn't be possible jail time. I think it should be mandatory jail time at this point.
Yep.
And then you have to vote from the jail there. So let's listen to what they have a breakdown here.
Well, essentially, this just dropped. The reason why it just dropped is moments before Texas Republicans who remain in the state actually went to the House. They did not have a quorum, and they started the process there. There was a motion that compels the sergeant of arms to have arrest warrants for the Democrats that are not in the state. I do want to point something out here, though. We're talking about the Department of Public Safety. That's the Department of Public Safety in Texas. So now you have the issue of whether they will leave the state of Texas and go to Illinois and try to arrest them there. This brings a whole host of new issues. This is generally why when Texas Democrats flee, when they leave, they go to states with Democratic governors. And
did you catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all catch what she just said? Tell me if you caught what she just said. What did she just say? Listen carefully to what she just admitted to.
Texas and go to Illinois and try to arrest them there. This brings a whole host of new issues. This is generally why when Texas Democrats flee, when they leave, they go to states with Democratic governors. And
did you hear that? It is an MO. This is not about actually doing it for a specific purpose. They run all the time. This is why when Texas Democrats run, because they know they're not going to win and make the state blue. She just admitted that when they typically run, they run and go to a blue state. How do you admit that out loud and nobody catches that?
Well, everything they do, they tell us straight to our face. It's just people don't catch it. And you caught it. But I didn't even catch that when I watched that clip earlier. I didn't catch that part, but that's what they bet on. They tell you exactly what they're doing. It's just if people are paying attention, and good thing you was.
That is crazy work.
Governor Pritzker was with the Democrats outside of Chicago last night, where he said he will do everything he can to protect the Democrats. So this is a
look at Bert, Chinese Bert here. Look.
Hey, Bert. Hey, Bert.
I'm gonna call him Chert.
Hey,
this is Chert right here. This is crazy.
Very large development. Now the question is if DPS crosses state lines.
And to the point of Trump, when he said that he'll just send the feds, he don't need to cross state line. He gonna just send the feds and get you. Hey, look, if the president wants to bring you in on behalf of Texas, he has the right to do that. By the way.
And don't they have like the U.S. Marshals and everything else because would they be considered fugitives, correct? Once that warrant's put out, they're considered fugitives, and then they could fall under the jurisdiction of the U.S. Marshals. Now the U.S. Marshals can go in there and snatch their butts up.
Right up. Ain't gonna have to The governor ain't gonna have no say in it at all. None.
None. Zero. They could.
He gonna sit his high cholesterol behind down and watch it happen. That's what he gonna do.
But Marlon, that governor has to be careful. Why does he have to be careful with? Because what is he doing?
Oh yeah, he's blocking. He's blocking.
Yep. He's protecting fugitives. So if he tries to protect them, guess what, Governor? You're getting snatched up too. You're going to the hooscow with the rest of them under the jail.
If they can put this out there as national security, which it is, especially if they're talking about a vote on something to do with infrastructure and stuff like that, you are definitely messing with. This is more than just redistricting. Okay, that's not the only vote, and that's not the reason they left. This has multiple faceted things that they have to vote on that they are required because of their job to do. And if you're not doing that, then a whole host of issues outside of who's going to arrest you is going to come up to the table. This is a pretty big stinking issue for them. They may not want to do this. Anyway, let her continue. See what she says.
It is fascinating that these Democrats in Texas went to essentially sanctuary cities to get away, when all they needed to do to deny the Republicans quorum was leave to anywhere. They could have gone to Arizona, they could have gone to Nevada, but they all went to extremely blue cities. Did they see it coming, Julie?
Of course they did. Come on,
come on, don't play us. You know, they made that phone call to their homeboy up there, and it was like, hey, we're flying in. We're all on the same plane, too. And we're going to fly in together and make a statement. And he greeted them. Now he puts them up in some building somewhere, probably feeding them Don Perignon and, filet and all that stuff.
It will
snatch them up.
Either way you put it, this is them not doing what they were voted in to do. You are purposefully being derelict in your duty. There's no way around that. And if you're going to do that, expect the repercussions as well. Now, they did have something to say, so let's hear what they have to say.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening. I'm Maurice Dubois. John Dickerson is off, and we begin with the tale of two maps. This is a proposed new map of congressional districts in Texas. It was drawn by Republicans to try to give them 5 more seats in the U.S.
To try and give them?
Dang, look at that. Woo.
House of Representatives. And this map shows why that is so critical.
But didn't California do the same thing?
Mm-hmm. It's okay when they do it.
Did Republicans flee?
No.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, Democrats are allowed to do it. Remember that. They're always allowed to do it exactly what they blame the other side for doing. If they do it, it's fine. It's for the people. If the other side do it, it's because they're fascists.
Republicans now have only 7 more seats than the Democrats in the U.S. House, so control will be up for grabs next year. If Republicans gain 5 more seats from Texas, it would improve their chances of keeping control, maybe even adding to their majority. But Democrats in the Texas House are preventing a vote on the redistricting by fleeing the state. Late today, the Republican governor, Greg Abbott, ordered them arrested. Ed O'Keefe followed the Texas Democrats to the suburbs of Chicago. Ed.
Why do they all look weird, man? Bro looks like Despicable Me with hair. Come on, man. Come on.
They're not real people. That's why.
They can't be.
No, they're not. I don't think they're real people.
Maurice, good evening. As you said, the Lone Star State standoff has national implications over the future balance of power in Congress. And it all began because President Trump asked Texas Republicans to act. The Texas Democrats now here in Illinois say they're going to stay here to try to block the changes, at least temporarily.
Okay.
What?
If it's temporary, if it's inevitable, then right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, what's the purpose of temporary? I mean, we're going to throw a tantrum for a few days, and then we're going to have to go back, and it's inevitable. But we're just going to throw a tantrum for the cameras, lights, camera, action.
All grandstanding.
Yeah, the world's a stage, man. This is all for
when Republicans.
Crazy stuff.
Gavelled in the Texas State House today in Austin.
Members, a quorum is not present.
There weren't enough Democrats in town to hold a vote on a GOP proposed redraw of the state's congressional map. leading Speaker Dustin Burrows to threaten their arrest.
This House will not sit quietly while you obstruct the work of the people.
The new map is part of a special legislative session Republican Governor Greg Abbott called mostly to address the aftermath of deadly July flooding. Democratic lawmakers we spoke with in St. Charles, Illinois, John Busey, Ann Johnson, and James Tallarico, say that's an issue they wanted to address.
Remember we covered this clown? I think either we did or I did. This guy's a weirdo, by the way, like a true weirdo. This Tallarico guy. We are talking about like almost borderline pedo kind of weirdo.
Oh,
Just FYI, okay? And I think you can see that on his face. I think people should be able to read that pretty easily just by looking at him. Okay.
We had a cabin full of 8-year-old girls get washed away in the middle of the night. That's an emergency worthy of our time, our attention, and our action. Unfortunately, Greg Abbott has answered the call of Donald Trump, and he's holding this special session hostage.
President Trump.
How is he holding it hostage when you left? Bro. I'm done. This is upside down world. This can't be real.
It's zero accountability. It doesn't matter what they do. They can't even look at themselves and say, you know what, this is our fault and this is the reason we're doing it, whatever your reason is. But to shift the blame because of Donald Trump has nothing to do with it. Nothing.
You say
It's all your state.
You say it's about the kids that got swept away.
Mm-hmm.
You leave when that is also something on the table to talk about because you don't want to redistrict. So you are putting the redistricting above the kids' lives.
That's right.
But Trump is the problem? Are you retarded, dude? Sorry. Yes, you are. My bad. I forgot who I'm talking to. Yes, y'all are retarded.
And for all the people and for all the people in Texas out there, he just told you to his face, he doesn't care about the kids. He doesn't care. He cares about his seat and his power. Because he put this little, whatever they're doing right now, this little fake protest above the people of that state that were affected by this flood. Told you right there.
That's wild.
Trump, aware that historically a commander-in-chief's party loses House seats in the midterm elections, asked Abbott to redraw the Texas map.
On Texas, how many more seats do you want the Republicans to draw? 5.
Democrats and Republican politicians both gerrymander, and it's wrong.
Ho. Did you say that when California did it and the 4 other states when New York did it? Did you say it then? No? Huh. Only it just so happens in the state that you guys want the most control in, that's one of the more red ones, that's when you throw a fit.
Yep.
Oh.
In both instances, this is particularly egregious.
And to the Republicans.
But why? Why is this one particularly egregious? Because you want Texas? If it's all bad, then it's not particularly egregious anywhere. It's just bad all around. But why this one? Why specifically Texas? That's my question.
Because
charge
they want Texas.
That you guys leaving the state allows them to turn around and say they're playing games, they're avoiding the flood debate. You say what?
This is kind of like the bully that takes your lunch money every day. At some point, you got to stand up.
How you standing up by? Let's put your bullying analogy to the true test. If I had a bully taking my money all the time, me running out of the school and running home is not standing up.
No,
that's being a chicken. Me standing up would be staying right where I was and telling the bully, no more money, you stupid, dumb broad. That's not how bullying works. You are obviously the bully. If someone is being bullied, standing up to the bully would be staying. You're running. That makes you the chicken. That makes you weak. Sissy. I swear, man, some of these people, I don't know how they get to this level of adulthood if they even make it.
Now, if they get arrested, which they probably will, if they don't come back, those seats will be considered vacated, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let them get arrested. And tell them, don't come back. You did this. See, you could have did the right thing, stayed there, voted on it, voted on it, and see where it went. Now it's just going to be totally vacated. You ran like a coward. Now we're just going to take the seats, or they're going to take the seats.
That is weird.
Otherwise, you just end up broke and hungry. We've told Republicans, enough. You've gone way too far.
How by running again? I'm still trying to figure out how you told them you've gone way too far when all you're going to do is come back and have to give the money up again. You're just going to give your lunch money up.
But Marlon, too far with what?
I don't even know.
I'm like, what is she talking about? They've gone way too far. What did they go too far with?
Let me check something here.
If they're going way too far with money, and the vote, as stated earlier, the vote was about money. Why would you not stay there to keep them from going way too far?
Okay.
You're just gonna let them run with it?
Yeah, exactly. Now here's a great thing. Democrats in the House and state legislature are coalescing around a plan to draw a half a dozen Republican incumbents into oblivion and persuade California voters to approve the new congressional maps before next year's midterms. This is in California. Do you hear anyone in the news complaining about that? No? Oh. And this is what they say. Xavier Becerra says, legally, we can do it. Legally, we can do it. But it's not too far because it's legal, right? A Democratic gubernatorial candidate from the former Biden cabinet secretary who is working with a voting institute that briefed lawmakers politically, we must do it. Hold on. So let me get this right. You complain that when Texas do it, it's illegal and wrong. But when Democrats do it, it's legal and necessary. I want to make sure I get that correctly. Legal and correct when Democrats do it, immoral and wrong when Republicans do it in their own state, which is normally red, right? But in California, normally blue, you do it to get more seats, it's legal. I'm confused by it. Maybe somebody can help me make sense of it because right now I'm lost. I'm lost. Maybe, just maybe, I'm not quite sure about how to negotiate this one, but something does not seem right. Maybe you can help me out, Mike. Maybe you can help me figure this one out because I'm genuinely mentally lost on this one.
I'm confused, as we always are with Democrats. We don't know what they want, where they're coming from. They're hypocrites about everything that they put out. They do exactly what they blame the other side of doing. And then when the other side does it, it's a big deal. It's all over the news. But when they do it, no one really hears about it. It's just a small story about it real quick. So you just got to understand that these people are hypocrites. Don't believe anything that's coming out of their mouth. They're grandstanding. They're playing political freaking games right now. And it's all for attention. All of it.
I don't understand it. I really don't.
And we'll never understand them.
So Mary, I took some time to take it because I was making sure that you wasn't on my friends list before I decided to bring you up. How exactly?
She can't tell you.
How exactly are they what you're saying there? That's my biggest question to you. How? And if you don't mind, I would like some actual tangible reasons, not feelings, considering that you live in a red state yourself.
Hold on. Do I know her? I know her.
What do you mean by Republicans are POS? Unless you just came in to say that and left without listening to the whole topic.
Yeah, most of them do.
I could see that being the case. I could see you jumping in based on the topic, saying what you got to say and leaving. But in case you're here, can you please clarify what do you mean by Republicans are POS? I'll give you some time to flesh out your thought process while the video continues.
Down in Texas, Democrats are urging them on, like the thousands who showed up across the state for recent hearings about the new map, including Vicky Toops. You drove 2 hours to be here for this.
To protest the redistricting.
That's how much it bothers you.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So, Ed, how much longer could this go on?
So hold on. You drove 2 hours to a place where the redistricting isn't happening to protest it? And you're supposed to get, what, a commendation for that?
You know, Democrats will protest anything.
It's like they do anything just to not work.
Yeah. Anything to get some attention, and nothing ever happens. So protest away. Go ahead. It's inevitable what's going to happen.
Well, the Democrats we spoke to today, Maurice, say they're going to be here for at least 2 more weeks, the scheduled end of that special session. If it goes that long without them being there, the governor could call another special session. If he takes up issues just related to the flood relief, they say they'll come back. But if he tries to bring up the redistricting again, they may leave the state yet again.
At the same time, Democrats in other states are responding too.
That's right. And, you know, if you look here in Illinois, they've drawn their map in such a way that Republicans barely have any seats. There's really no more.
Whoa. So, okay. Listen. They keep saying the same thing over and over, but when they're doing it, they find a way to justify it.
Yep.
Are we not hearing this? We must be deaf.
Territory to gain. In New York, it would be unconstitutional to do what's going on in Texas. So all eyes turn to California, where Governor Gavin Newsom says he's going to work with the state legislature to hold a statewide referendum asking voters permission to draw a new map in response to Texas. If Texas does indeed redraw its map, it might give Democrats 4 or 5 more seats.
Okay, got it. Ed O'Keefe.
I don't think that's going to work out in California's favor if they do that.
It's not. They may think that it will help, but they may actually have more red people than they might think.
Yep.
There are already quite a few constituencies that are actually more purple to red than they are blue. They might shoot themselves in the foot. However, I'm still waiting.
Didn't they,
Mary, by the way? Go ahead.
Didn't they clear out a lot of unqualified voters? Though they cleared out a lot of unqualified voters, right? They cleared that list. So if they do a redistrict and they figure out who the voters and what the voter demographic is, California may be red for all we know.
But
really red.
Especially if you tell me you're going to ask it. Now, again, if it's legal, then why are you complaining if it's legal in Texas too? If you can do that to Republicans, and I never heard of no Republican fleeing the state of California to some red state, why is it that Democrats feel the need to do it in a red state to a blue state? It tells me 2 things. You don't know how to negotiate your terms, and you have absolutely no clue what to do with your job because you are feeling for yourself, if I do this, one, I'll look like I'm the best person ever because I really am standing for somebody. You really have nothing to stand on because you're eventually going to come back. And if I was Greg, this is what I would do. Okay, this is the docket for the next few weeks, and don't put redistricting on there. And as soon as they breach the door, lock that bad boy and drop the fact, hey, no, but actually we are doing redistricting today. There you go. Bam. Now you stuck. The door's locked. You ain't going nowhere. We dealing with it right now.
And Sergeant of Arms will escort anyone out that disrupts it, and your vote won't be counted.
You're there.
You're out of here.
I'm guessing Mary will not answer my question because she had no clue what we're talking about. And she figured she'd poke her nose in, say something, and dip.
Those are the type of voters that have no idea what's going on in politics. They're just either Democrat or Republican. It's on both sides. They really don't know. As long as there's an R, they're for it. Or if there's a D, they're for it. If you mention R, they're against it. And they throw out statements like that.
Just a weirdo. I don't understand y'all. Like anyway, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do. I'm not. Look, there's so much material there, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stand my ground, and since you didn't respond, I'll leave you be. But if you had said something sideways, I was looking for that. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking.
And look, Mary, I know we go back in the military, but hey, that's your fight. That's your fight. We don't care who you are. If you step in this arena, we don't care. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. So
I mean, if you're gonna say something like that,
careful.
at least have the spine to back it up, for crying out loud. Like, okay, if
Mm-hmm.
I go to somebody's comment section and I say something, I should go there with the authority to know what I'm saying, not to throw stones, hide my hand, and dip like a coward. Don't be that. You didn't do that in the military, did you? You didn't go to the military, talk a bunch of crap, and never show up to the field or your office, did you? No. You come here to do that? That's lily-livered. I can't count your service of anything if I can't bank. This is how you are? I hope this is not how you were in the military. I swear to God, I hope this is not how you were. Hide your hand. You just come and you say something. Unless you came back into civilian life and became a typical black female. If so, please go back to your old roots and stand by what you say. If Republican, look, I might agree with you with your viewpoint about Republicans being a POS, but tell me why. I at least have the spine to tell me. Look, and this is not even about, we're talking about the Democrats in specific, but you ain't talking about them. They're not POSs for fleeing. Y'all are weird.
And Marlon, have we ever claimed to be Republican?
No, never.
No. But we're dang sure not leftists, but I'm not a Republican.
Look, we've lit up people on the left and the right here, Republican and Democrat. We don't care about what letter is behind your name or beside your name. We don't care. If you're about the truth, we about the truth. If you're about a lie, we're going to smack you across the fence. It's that simple. These clowns are in dereliction of duty, and they should be arrested and brought back to the state they're supposed to represent and do their damn jobs. That's what's supposed to happen. That's what's supposed to happen.
Yep.
And if it doesn't happen, then they need to be removed from their seats.
Arrested. I want to see the arrest. I want to see him in shackles. I do.
Desiree, that wouldn't last but 1 week on any platform. If it was on TikTok, I might make it to 50 subscribers and it would be deleted. If I put it on Instagram, it would never take off. If I put it on YouTube, it would be a strike every other day.
It'd be good on Rumble, though.
It might be okay on Rumble.
Hey, Marlon Brown's clapbacks, and you just eat them alive. Eat them alive.
They're gonna find a way to get me removed there too.
No,
look, I'm not opposed to it.
Not on
I'm
Rumble.
not, but no, just saying.
Hey, that'd be a good idea. Clapback Sundays.
Clap.
You just eat people alive, just everything. Talk about their whole family. They go all the way back to their ancestors, their ancient ancestors. Talk about them all. Nobody's safe.
Man, look, it would get a lot off my chest. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I tell you, heck yeah.
It would get a lot off my chest. But then again, I am trying to turn a new leaf. I mean, it's the same tree, but it's a different leaf. Okay, so just let me turn my leaf, man. Just let me turn my leaf, okay? I'm trying.
I can relate. The struggles. There's some times I'm like,
Tina knows. I do need more patience if I was gonna do that. Now, okay, this is the only way I'd do it. This is the only way I'd do it. If you could be on screen with me, it'd be over. It'd be absolutely over if Mr. So-and-so was, look, what? Come, man.
I'm more of a,
go ahead.
I'm more of a behind the scenes guy. I kind of whisper, but I ain't gonna say nothing. You know, just say this.
Now, you see, and this is how I'd format it. Thank you for bringing this up, Desiree, because it's been in my head. How I'd format it. I would have Mr. So and I on the screen. And every once in a while, you'd see bro come out the background and talk to Mr. So and get off the screen. Then he'd come to my side and leave. And then we would we'd play some. So they'd never know whether it was from us.
Just eat them up. I mean, that'd be a good one. Just eat them alive, though, man.
Look. Oh gosh, I'd do it. But
do it. You should do a test run.
I gotta get Mr. So-and-so's commitment to be on screen though.
Yeah, you got to.
That's
get
the
on
only
screen,
way I do it. You gotta be on camera. I'll get you your camera. If I have to do a GoFundMe for your camera, I'm doing it.
Yep. You just do it one Sunday a month, so you have enough content to build up.
Yes.
And then every Sunday.
Man.
Right after church, when people eating their church's chicken, they go to church, and you can talk about people, make fun of them. Because ain't nobody say. That's what. This is what Marlon and I talk about this backstage a lot. The reason we don't really go too hard, well, Marlon does. He's toned it down, but we don't play by the same social media social rules. We don't. There ain't no rule. Only thing we won't touch are your children. But outside of that, your mommy, your mama, your grandpa, your great mammy, you're all of them. They getting it.
Now,
every last one of them.
It may sound like we're going after your kids because we're going to talk about your parenting, but we ain't going after your kids.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go direct.
Big difference.
Talking about your
Big
kids.
difference. I'm waiting to see if my boy say yes, man. I'm just waiting. He ain't said nothing yet. He contemplating.
He don't
it.
say yes.
He contemplating.
Y'all
it.
need to do it.
But
And anybody's up for it. Any liberal, they could be on the right too. If there's a fool on the right, don't matter. Anybody.
All of them. Everybody
All of
getting
them.
this work.
Making fun of them all day for 30, 45 minutes, just roasting. That'd be hilarious.
It would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Look, either we would have a lot or we would have none.
That's true.
There'd be no middle ground with that one. It'd be all or nothing. Here you go. That's what I need a camera. Perfect. All right. So here's what we're going to work on. We're going to work on getting Mrs. So-and-so a camera and a nice microphone and get this thing working. What?
You can get that cheap on Amazon. Podcast starter kits. You get you a Logitech, freaking webcam, 4K HD. You get you a podcast starter kit. Those are cheap. And boom, you're in. Got you a little laptop or desktop. You're in.
I would have a fun time. It'd be my offload time, not overload. Trust me. Every time I have to pull back on Too Strong, every time I have to pull back on Straight Talk, every time I got to pull back here, that's stuff that's being built up in my bank account. I got to offload the bank account.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I got to offload the bank account. It's a lot of backup right there. I gotta find a way.
I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be like, no.
Hey, look, hey, Mr. So-and-so, we're going to find a way. Either way, we're going to find a way. It may not be right away or soon, but it'll happen. Exactly. Is he Timu or Sheen will probably have one? Something. We're going to figure it out.
Yep.
We're going to figure it out. But at the same time, I also have to make sure that the little woosah has to kick in at one point. It depends on the content. It depends. But there's so much out there. There really is. There's just so much. We'll see. But anyway, you know what you do, Mr. So-and-so? You need to email me so I have your personal contact. That's what you need to do. Email the Savage Patriots at least, or me, somebody. Email us. I'll put this up there. You can email me. We can talk, clear it out, figure it out. I mean, and if it's just one day a week, I can do that. And it's that particular type of content, that's easy. That's like no prep work. That's all in here. That's natural.
Yeah. All that built up aggression. See, I wanted to say, here's what I really wanted to say. You remember that comment you left me on Straight Talk? You remember that comment 5 episodes ago?
Yeah,
I saw your picture.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I would do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd do it. Thank you for the suggestion, Desiree. You are a stand-up individual, and I commend you. Clap, golf clap time for that.
Yeah.
The merch, man. Okay, I have never seen Mr. So-and-so. Okay, I have not. What I anticipate Mr. So-and-so to look like. Okay, let me see if I can find it here. There is a guy. All right, this is who I assume. This is who I keep envisioning Mr. So-and-so looking like. Okay, this is not an insult because I like the Ice King from Adventure Time. Okay, I really do like the Ice King because he's funny. This is who I think he looks like. Big old beard, and it has that, that satirical look on his face.
Oh yeah.
Now you tell me if I'm wrong, Mr. So-and-so. How close am I to what? Just based on your jokes alone, this is what I think you look like.
Bro was what the Army wanted to make me a drill sergeant.
Uh-oh. He was going to be a white.
What did it say?
He was going to be like you in the military.
He was going to be he's going to be a drill. Oh, he was a drill sergeant. Was he a drill sergeant?
They were going to make him a drill sergeant. I don't think he made it.
Oh.
But this is how I envision you. How close am I? How close? Please tell me how close. In my head, when you talk, this is who I see. I just want an answer. How close am I? How close?
Come on now.
Come on, so-and-so. Tell me how close I am. I'd like to know if I need to erase this. That's who I hear. That's who I see every time. The Ice King. You said close.
Yeah.
Okay. When you hear him talk, he talks exactly like the Ice King, man. It's crazy. Like the sarcasm in his voice. He has a perfect delivery system for his sarcasm. Because then you know how people can give sarcasm and you wonder if he's being legit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's him. His delivery is on point to the point where you don't know whether he just roasted you or he's making a handshake joke with you. That keeps so many people in limbo. It's perfect.
Keep you confused.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be good. I think it'll be a good thing. I have to think of a name. I got to think of a good name for the channel too, if we do it. It can't just be clap back this. It has to be something more fight worthy.
Yeah.
You know? Something steamy. It gotta smack the person hearing it, like really hurt.
It's gotta catch the eye. It's gotta catch the attention, of the viewers. Searching channels.
Ironically, he is a motorcyclist. The Ice King actually loves himself his motorcycle. FYI. That's what he was before he became the Ice King, was a biker. Trust me. Look, I'm telling you, every time you talk, that's who I keep hearing and seeing is the Ice King. It is trippy.
Abby said, call it zesty.
Zesty clapback?
Every time I hear that word, zesty, like that.
That's too gay. I don't know. Yeah, it's too gay. Zesty, the word zesty always seems gay to me. Now that I can get behind something along those lines.
Yeah, grumpy old man would be good.
I can get that one. I really can. I can see that.
Probably couldn't use the name exactly, right?
Unless I put OLDE.
Yeah.
I'll find a way. I'll write down these suggestions just so I have them. So one was grumpy old man. I'll write zesty just in case.
Two dudes in a mic. Two dudes in a cup.
I pity the fool.
I pity the fool.
I like that one too. It's grumpier old man.
Mm-hmm.
I like
that was one too.
Yeah, there was grumpy man, grumpier old man. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, there was a shooting. Did you hear about that? A base shooting.
Yeah.
Might cover that on Friday. He's a black guy. Wasn't a white dude.
Yeah. I sent you that. Yeah. I sent you that video of that black dude that got up there and said, I bet you he was white. See, this happens all the time. I bet you he was white. Then everybody's like, he was black. His name was Cornelius. Yeah, that's him.
Too funny.
It's sad. The world is going crazy. And here's what I think is going to happen, man. When they start scooping these politicians up and they start arresting them, because I think arrest will be made. You're going to see riots in the streets for that, because Obama's going to get involved at that point. The Black Messiah
Yeah.
So he's going to have to come in and give his 2 cents on arresting these 5 Democrats or however many. And he's going to stir the pot. He'll stir it up.
I hope he does, so he can get arrested.
Like, it's racism.
I want him to do it. I hope he do it so he can get arrested too.
He's going down. This is his last hoorah. He's got to do something to make himself relevant, because this is it for him, Hillary, Pence, Comey, Clapper, all of them.
Wasn't there a subpoena for them to appear before Congress? All of those people?
Yeah, I just thought I sent it to the chat. Yep, it's already out.
Yeah,
starting this month, all the way through October. So
should be good.
Oh, the other thing is that Ghislaine Maxwell had her briefing today with the DOJ, and you know what she said, right?
What?
Trump didn't do nothing. She's never seen Trump do anything.
But his name is on the list. Everyone's seen it. Remember?
Yep. She says she said she's never seen Trump do anything with anyone, pretty much.
But
that
redacted.
But yeah. Now they're really mad. They're like, dang, now we got to stop talking about Epstein. We don't have to talk about it anymore since Trump didn't have nothing to do about it. We don't care about Epstein's, list anymore because Trump's not part of it. Oh no.
We might have to do a separate video that we just put out about it. I think you should cover that one.
Which one?
Them kids in Walgreens that robbed Walgreens and the mama come and talk about how she's okay with it. Have you seen that one?
Damn.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, I seen it. It made me mad.
That's why I think you should do something.
Kid. And little baby kids.
Yes.
Little crumb snatchers.
Niggly
should have got a whipping. That's what they should.
I call them niggly bears. I'm sorry, but I do.
Yeah. That was embarrassing. To see them that young acting the way they were acting was embarrassing.
Yeah. It was. We'll see how this works out. But we'll be brainstorming the new channel, and we'll also be letting you know what we come up with for Friday. It will either be the shooting or something other, unknown yet. We'll see how it comes up.
Well, hopefully then throw that in there too with the shooting.
More. We can give an update on it and then do the shooting.
Yeah.
All right, people. Y'all have a grand rest of the day. We'll catch you guys on tomorrow. Don't forget, I am here in the morning on Straight Talk. Catch up on the videos on Too Strong if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys come Friday. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace. We out.